Today we are doing yet another mukbang. I'm
Yum.
super excited. I think this is going to be my new favorite video to film. Because
we get to eat.
just get to eat. Yeah, that's like the greatest thing.
And chat.
So as you already know from the title, we are eating McDonald's. So let's go ahead and start eating.
If this tells you anything, I don't know if you can see this. Like we live like 5 minutes away from our McDonald's, and you can see that it's like melted, these slushies. It is so stinking hot outside, and the humidity is just awful. So our slushies are not quite slushies anymore.
They're just really syrup at this point, but
I know.
Or watered down syrup.
Well, maybe though, we can get, you know how a lot of times you suck out all the syrup and then it's just left with like ice.
That's what it tastes like. Oh, it's like tart.
Mine's not tart. I got the cherry limeade one. It's a little bit tart, but not bad. There's not a toy in here.
I guess they gave us extra fries. We actually ended up, okay, so we got a Happy Meal and they gave us 2 fries.
2 small fries.
So, and they didn't put a toy in there. So maybe they just traded that. Maybe they accidentally did that. I don't know. I mean, obviously it was an accident to put 2 in there, but maybe they accidentally like thought that they put the toy in there and then put an extra fry and stuff. I have no idea.
Who knows? So we got the 6-piece chicken nuggets. McDonald's chicken nuggets are pretty, they're kind of okay.
Yeah.
But if you have the barbecue sauce, that makes them good.
Well, I think that the buttermilk crispy tenders are better.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with tenders because they're tenders. The chicken nuggets, I feel like, are much more processed.
They are processed.
So.
But when you goop them up with barbecue sauce, it just makes them better. If I can get this open.
Debatable. Somebody was actually wondering the story behind why we started the YouTube channel, and I actually had been wanting to start YouTube for a really long time, like years. I've just been so interested in the whole beauty community for so long, and I've been obsessed. Back when Bethany Moda was like the biggest YouTuber, she had like clothing and Aeropostale, and it was.
We always had to go to Aeropostale, however you want to say it. We always had to go there and check out Bethany Moda's
her new
clothing line and everything, and it was always super cute. The only thing is she had a lot of like crop tops.
And at that time, yeah, I didn't really, and I still don't really wear crop tops. It's just not my style, I guess. I mean, maybe one day, but
I don't know. I don't see you wearing crop tops unless you have the high-waisted jeans on.
Oh my gosh, this chicken! I was trying to break it and it just squirted at me.
I guess that means it's
juicy.
Either juicy or really greasy.
Either way,
choose to believe that it's really juicy.
Yeah. Because oh my gosh, that was something. What were we even talking about? I know what we were talking about, but where were we at?
Well, Bethany Moda kind of inspired you.
And I had been watching her, like, not from the beginning of her channel, but I had been watching her for, like, a long time. And then I found Zoella, which she is now my favorite. Like, I just love her vlogs and stuff. Like, everything that she puts out, I love and I immediately watch. But I just, for so long, I wanted to start YouTube, and I just didn't because I was too shy.
She's very, very shy, very backward. I mean, she's come out of her shell a lot. I think she's come out of her shell quite a bit since we've actually started YouTube. But she's always been really kind of shy and quiet, and was just kind of scared to get out there and...
Which is also why I haven't filmed a video by myself.
I keep telling her she can do it. She can do it, but she hasn't done it yet.
I was actually supposed to this month, and I don't think that that's going to happen at this point. So maybe next month. Maybe. No promises. But, I don't know. After she did hers, I noticed a lot of her, like, looking over, like, as if, like, she wanted somebody to talk to or whatever, and I just wasn't there because she's so used to doing that. And I'm like, I already know I'm going to end up doing that, and I'm just going to look weird, and I'm just not going to have any words to say. And
I did feel really strange because I was by myself. I was in a totally different atmosphere because it was in my vanity area, and we always film in this room in front of this backdrop and stuff, so I did feel kind of really, really weird. And then I was getting unready, so it was like, you know, at that vulnerable state of taking it all off. I mean, we've done tutorials and reviews and stuff on makeup, and we've done our makeup on camera, but we've never taken off our makeup on camera, and so it was kind of, that was a little bit strange to do. So, and
I've also gotten into this like mindset of I don't want to get on camera, and I've done it once before, but I don't want to get on camera again without makeup because I'm so self-conscious about my skin. And I think at the point where whenever I did do it the first time, my skin was okay at that point, and looking back, I'm like, oh, my skin looked really good actually. And so I don't know.
I keep telling her not to worry about that because, I mean, actually when I did the get unready with me video, we had just tried out all those masks from Shop Miss A, and the black charcoal mask, the peel off, literally broke me out, and I had several acne spots right through here. I mean, and I think they were visible on camera, but
I didn't really see them whenever I watched it.
I keep telling her it's going to be okay. She can do it, and it'll be great. So, but anyway, I think she's come out of her shell quite a bit since she started doing YouTube.
I mean, looking back at old videos, you can tell, like, how much different we are.
You were so quiet. And, like, during editing, a lot of times we would cut out stuff that was kind of really funny, but it was like a blooper moment, and so we would automatically cut all those things out, and we kind of leave things in now that is
like if we would drop something, and
that was completely cut out.
Yeah, and then we would like restart, and that's what you would see. But now if we drop something, it's just kind of like, oh, I mean, that stuff happens.
Right.
So it was just little stuff like that, or I mean, what else? What else was there? I mean, sometimes when you like stutter on, or like when either of us stutter on our words, we would completely restart our sentence and then, you know, cut that out.
Yeah.
But now,
it's like now we're not scared to just leave it in there and stuff. So it kind of.
I was actually watching, or like as I was editing one of the videos, at the very end, and I'm sure people noticed. Whenever I said upload, I completely like messed up the word, and it doesn't even sound like I said upload. Like it wasn't even English, and like honestly though, like if you didn't know, like if it wasn't part of that sentence, if that's all you heard was just that word, you would like, know what did she just say? But I mean, it's funny to me that now we film, and that stuff is like left in, and it's fine. But a year ago when we started, or nearly a year ago. When we started, like, that stuff, like, it was so, like, strict. Like, I didn't want any of it left in. And she actually was the one that was like, we need to leave some of that stuff in. It kind of shows a little bit of our personality and shows, like, you know, nobody's perfect and stuff like that. And so, like, she's the reason why I've kind of let go of, like, perfecting it. And I am such a perfectionist.
Yeah, so we really both are kind of a perfectionist on, you know, things that we do. But I mean, I've just learned over the years that, you know, people are okay seeing your imperfections.
Yeah.
And they get to know you a little bit better when they see your imperfections. and that kind of tells just a little bit more about your story, about who you are and your personality and stuff like that. So I've kind of gotten away from being such a stickler on making sure that everything that I do or that I say comes out just perfect. So, and a lot of times she'll go, Mom, you're cringy.
There are some times, though, I do have to say, okay, that's not staying in. Like, that one's a bit much. But, I don't know. I think we should get back to the topic of why we started YouTube. So, basically, yes, I did want to start for, like, years. And she knew, like, I think everybody knew.
I got a sausage to make my egg. Oh, yum.
I feel like everybody knew, though, that I wanted to start YouTube. And I couldn't do it on my own. And one day, we were in the car, we were on our way home from, like, it wasn't a long trip, but I feel like it was a long, like, maybe we had gone to Little Rock, and it was, like, a longer trip.
I think it may have been one day when we were going to the orthodontist.
Probably. But she had said, I think I want to start YouTube. And so I was like, what? Like, I've been wanting to start YouTube. Like, why would you start it? And then she kind of, like, introduced the idea of us doing it together. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, maybe we could do that. And so then we kind of didn't really think about it. Like, the thought was put out there. And then I think it was, like, we really didn't talk about it much after that. And then all of a sudden, you just started to buy things, or to, like, like, she ended up buying some lights. What did we film on to begin with? Because did we have this, like, little tripod thing?
No, the very first video, if you go back to the Get to Know Me video, very first one that we ever did, I had gotten her a camera a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And I made sure that everything, you know, because I knew she wanted to do YouTube. So I bought her a camera, and it had the video aspect and all of that kind of stuff. And so
But I was also into photography at the time, too.
Yes.
Which I'm not so much anymore.
But she had that, and we hooked up a laptop to kind of get rid of some of the background noise and stuff like that. And that was so complicated. And the very first video that we ever did, like, it took it a while to get it onto the laptop from the memory card. And then we couldn't figure out how to get it
from the laptop
to the phone. And we tried all kinds of stuff, and it was like I think we had basically given up. I mean, like 2 weeks later, I was like, you know what? If we're going to do this, I've got to figure it out. And so I don't remember how I figured it out, but I got it over to the phone and then used the iMovie to do the editing and stuff. And then it went up like a charm, and it was like, okay, we can do this. But the second video that we filmed, we actually used an iPhone. And she kept saying, the quality's not going to be very good, Mom. The quality is not going to be as good as the camera. But if you go back and look...
I was convinced that the quality on the phone was going to be worse than the camera. And the quality on the phone is better.
So much better than the camera was. And I don't understand it, but for now, the phone works for us. So we have a little tripod, and we set the phone up, and that's how we film. So right now that works. At some point, we'll probably do something a little bit different. But I mean, I knew this is something that she wanted to do, and I had actually never seen two people do YouTube videos until 11th Gorgeous.
Which they've actually been on it for like a really long time, but I introduced you to them.
Yes. And that's two sisters. If y'all watch them, they're super cute videos. They're so funny. But they're sisters, and they, Tracy and Stephanie, and they do all kinds of stuff. They do unboxings, and they do all this stuff. And I was like, you know what? We could do that as a mom and daughter team. So that's why I you know, I knew she was wanting to do this so bad and had been for so long that it was like, you know what? I'm just going to say, let's do it. And so here we are. And in August, it'll be a year. In
Is it August 16th? I'm going to look right now. So I know,
think it might be
the actual like anniversary date.
We have a lot of fun doing it. We have created a lot of memories and stuff like that. So, but it's so funny to look back at that video.
The date isn't.
It doesn't tell you. And anyway, we'll look it up and we'll leave it in the description if we can find the date of our first video. But you should go back and watch it. It's just totally
they shouldn't.
Different.
It is totally different.
We are not there, as in there yet, by any means, but we enjoy doing this. And we've come a long way.
Alright, that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. If you guys have anything else that you would like to know about us, or just anything that you've been wondering, I guess, leave it in the comments down below, and we will definitely be having another mukbang. So yeah, maybe we'll talk about that in the next mukbang. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you're notified each and every time we upload.
And don't forget that we are on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are at Glam and Glamour on all of those. So until our next video,
Bye!